So, hey everyone, Nick Corso, Commissioner of the North American Cricket Club. Today I am joined by special guest Dan Coury and Cameron Lowe, who's also founder of North American Cricket Club. And Cam, I'm going to ask you to introduce Dan. We had the pleasure of spending some time with him just last weekend. What a great guy. And I think everybody's going to absolutely love his story about independent league ball, minor league baseball, and then his love for cricket and his vision at how, that transition takes place for players. So I'm gonna flip it over to you, let you
Right
introduce
on.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have Dan on today. So a little background on him. We've been buddies for, gosh, now I guess like 15 years now.
Oh,
But
wow. It's been
Dan,
that long, man.
it's been that long now, man. Yeah, we would play catch in the off season. Excuse me, work out in the off season. Dan actually knocked me out one time. I got to tell this story real quick because it's kind of funny. We were playing catch on the indoors in this gym, and there was those cables that run across the top to hold the nets up for the batting cage and stuff. So we're backing up, and Dan throws one up, and it hits that cable perfectly, and it misses my glove and smokes me right on the bridge of the nose. And I was like, well, I was taken back, saw some stars, and went and sat down, and I could just feel myself going out. And Dan loves this; he thinks it's hilarious, But I knew I was going out, so I just eased myself onto the floor real quick. I think I told him. I think I was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go out now, so I'm just gonna lay down on the floor."
So I'll
And
see you in a little bit.
yeah,
That's
see
exactly
you
what you
guys in a
said.
little bit. Yeah, yeah. But no, Dan's an awesome
That's
guy.
awesome.
He's talented in a number of different areas. He played some minor league ball, played some other professional ball, independent leagues. He's now an actor, a successful real estate agent. Um, what else do you do, Dan? Tell us about yourself a little bit.
I play some music as well. Yeah,
That's right.
Drums.
yeah. Honestly,
He's a hell of a drummer.
after I stopped playing ball, I started embracing all the other talents and loves that I had. But on the way to that was a little stop off to Houston to meet a man named Julian Fountain, and that's why we're here today.
Yep. Julian's one of the co-founders of North American Cricket with Cam and I. And you had an interesting story when we met you, and I think your background is absolutely perfect because you're the guy. You're that guy who we see can come in and play some cricket and transition from independent league, minor league baseball. Take your
Yeah.
skills, take your talent. I mean, when we met Dan, Dan looked like he could still play. So you should be swinging a cricket bat with us here shortly. But you had
Yeah.
a love for it, and you're just the perfect guy because like I mentioned to you when we spoke last time, I've seen guys play independent league ball, minor league ball for a good 8, 10 years just because they love the sport. They don't want to give it up. They're not going to
Yeah.
make it to the bigs, but here's an opportunity for them to make it to the bigs in a different sport, take their skills, transition over into cricket
Yeah.
and play some professional ball with us there. So I want to talk to you. Just tell us about, what drove you to go looking for Julian Fountain.
Well, it was the dream, after I got done playing, minor league ball, independent ball, I still had the fire in me. Um, I actually had some surgeries on my elbow, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch and play every day and throw at a high level daily. But my legs were good, body's strong, and I just decided I was going to use my athletic talent that I developed over decades. So much practice, so much love, so much passion, and really just put it into something that's like so closely adjacent to baseball. I mean,
Right.
there's really so many similarities in the skill set, and personally, I think that a lot of the baseball guys with the way that we train will really translate well to the game of cricket. After I had gotten done playing, that's when I started going on Google and playing baseball. Started going on Google, started searching cricket. I really did. I was talking to my girl about it, and she was like, "Yeah, go for it." So I went online and just started searching baseball to cricket, and there was one guy who kept coming up, and it was Julian Fountain. And really didn't hesitate too much. I decided I'd reach out and see what was in store, make contact with him, talk to him about the possible scenarios. What's it like? You know, if you got, you know, I know you guys know, but Julian has a background playing Olympic baseball for Great Britain.
That's right.
And he became a fielding coach in the cricket world. I mean, West Indies, Pakistan, Bangladesh. I know you know, at the highest level, coaching fielding to these major league cricket players using the baseball style fielding, throwing, the techniques that we have in baseball that make us powerful players, and taking that and put it into, like I said, such an adjacent sport that can be translated so well from so many guys like me who, you know, have had a dream, and obviously it didn't pan out exactly that way, but man, there's another light that you can go to, and that's cricket.